Hey guys, what's going on? Hopefully, you guys all had a pretty good Easter weekend out there, and obviously Easter was on Sunday, so hopefully, you guys all had some pretty good day. And yeah, anyway, as we all know, today is Monday, starting off the week with a pretty good slate of games. We got a couple of weather delays we'll talk about, and yeah, should be pretty good. Anyway, I did a little breakdown for you guys. Usually, I just talk about it. This time, I wrote it up like I used to with NBA, so if you guys like this version more, leave a like. I know there's not too many of you guys watching it because it is MLB. So, but if you do like this new version, leave a like. I do appreciate it just to see if you guys like this or not, or just go back to the other way. So let me know. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into it as normal. If you want to sign up for MLB, let us know. You get DraftKings or FanDuel or single game, depending on which one you want. $10 a week. For all those. Obviously, that's all separately. To get in on it, check out our Twitter in the comment section below. We did not play on Sunday, took the day off. So, anyway, let's get into some of the rain here. We got Detroit, Boston. This game will probably not play. 95 to 100% rain the entire day. So I'm pretty sure that one's going to get postponed here early in the afternoon. Same here with the New York Mets. I do expect this one maybe to play with a couple with delays. We'll have to see. As we all know, Boston, New York's kind of in the same area. Not really, but they're kind of, the storm is in the same area as both of these cities. So definitely going to have to watch the Mets quite a bit. I think it's like 55 to 60% chance. So we'll just have to see how that one goes. But the Boston game for sure is not going to play. If they do, then there's a miracle going on. So that is kind of what we're looking at there with the weather. So yeah. Let's go look at some of the totals here. We got a 10 total with Baltimore and Chicago. We have a 7.5 with Pittsburgh and Arizona. Nothing on the Royals Rays yet. Philly and Mets 8.5. We already talked about the rain there. Brewers Cardinals nothing. Probably around 9 is what I'm thinking there. Twins Astros 9. Yankees Angels 8.5. Rangers Athletics 8.5 in Colorado and Washington. Anywhere from a 10 to 11 total here. So for the most part, some pretty good hitting opportunities, and that usually means not many good pitchers out there. So yeah, let's just get into it here. So these are just some of the plays and stacks that I am looking at. So for sure for me, and I think about 60-70% everyone else, if you're playing cash games, Joe Musgrove for sure has to be in your lineup. He's not that expensive either, so he'll be very, very, very well owned. 6+ innings in his first 3 games. Like I said, this guy's just looking really good. ERA under 1. He's just looking really solid right now, taking on an Arizona team that maybe get a couple hits, but I'm still expecting 35-40 from him. And, also a plus, they are in PNC, so that's a pretty good place to hit there in Pittsburgh. Sorry, a really good place for pitchers. So I do like Joe Musgrove. Like I said, I think a lot of other people are going to have him. Just got to put him in there. And, yeah, as you see there, cash or GPP, definitely going to go cash here. Next is Yonny Chirinos here. Only thing I'm worried about is innings. As we know, he's kind of Tampa Bay uses their guys really weirdly. They can pitch him 3 innings or 7. So that's the thing with Chirinos is, like I said, don't know how many innings he's going to pitch. Hopefully he gets you 6 or 7. Because if he does do 6 or 7, he can get you, 28 to 35 fantasy points. So I'm probably going to play him, probably low exposure to him, as you see there in cash games. Maybe, like I said, maybe 20% of them or something like that. But I really don't mind Chirinos. Ownership will be really low, I think. Maybe not really low, maybe about 15%. But I don't mind Yonny Chirinos. Like I said, hopefully he gets enough innings and they don't pull him. Because we all know how Tampa Bay is with their, like I said, with their pitchers. All right, next is Brad Keller. Austin Meadows is not in the lineup. He is on the IL, so that definitely helps out a little bit. Pitchers against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay also is ranked 5th in strikeouts as a team, so they do strike out quite a bit. Keller, he did have quite a bit of strikeouts I think about 2 starts ago against Cleveland. But he should get you about 6 to 7 strikeouts, maybe 8 at max, but I'm expecting about 6 to 7. If you don't want to go Musgrove, I really don't mind Brad Keller here. Tampa, they can hit, so a little riskier, I think, but Keller really not a bad pitcher here. So he should get you about 30, 35, maybe even a little higher. But if you're just going straight cash, I would probably go Musgrove, but then Keller would probably be my second favorite cash play, and then Yoni Torino's following that. And then last but not least for pitchers, we got Zach Godley. Pitcher ballpark, as we know, as I mentioned, with Pittsburgh, offense is really not that good right now. They got a lot of young rookies out there trying to prove themselves, but they're going to strike out. And as I just mentioned, strikeout upside for sure. With Godley, probably going to get you about 7 to 8 strikeouts. So, thing with Godley though, he's going to give up some hits and runs, probably about 3 or 4 runs maybe. But the thing about him though is, as I mentioned, he strikes out a ton, so that usually evens out to get you about 30, 35 points. So, GPP only for me. I don't think its ownership will be too high, but as we just saw, the over and under on this game is not that high. We only have a 7.5. Most of that's because of Musgrove, but still. Shouldn't be too many runs being scored, so I really don't mind Godley here in a GPP. All right, moving on to some of the teams that I like and the players. We got White Sox against David Hess. Baltimore, their pitching is just terrible. Their ISO is one of the worst given up to opposing batters. So it should be a couple home runs given up here in this one. So this will be a popular stack. A lot of people are going to have Chicago, and they're not too expensive. So we got Anderson, obviously Moncada. I like him. Jose Abreu, Cordell, if you want to go that way. So, like I said, not the sexiest names out there with the White Sox, but still they should put up a couple runs for you here. Next, we're gonna go Coors Field. We got Nats versus Tyler Anderson. Anderson really, like I said, not a bad pitcher last couple of years. ERA struggling a little bit this year, so I don't mind a couple right-handed bats here against Tyler Anderson. As you see there, we got Robles, Zimmerman. Let's go look at a couple other ones that I don't mind putting in there. Like I said, right-handed bats for sure against him. If Rendon does play, I'm not sure if he's going to, but I do like Anthony Rendon. He did get hit on the elbow a couple nights ago. He didn't start on, as you see there, the 21st, which was yesterday. So we'll have to see what they do. They may leave him out one more game, but if he does play, then I really like Anthony Rendon quite a bit. You can look at some Brian Dozier, some cheaper guys on that Washington side. So yeah, really don't mind a couple Washington bats at all. Moving on, once again, we got Colorado against Hellickson. Like I said, both these stacks are really popular. A lot of people are going to have these ones for sure. We got Dahl Blackman, Nolan Arenado's story, McMahon. Like I said, just stack them. Hellickson really not that good of a pitcher. So if you're going cashy, obviously stack Colorado. If you're not going cashy, maybe still have exposure to them, one or two of the big boys, but don't go full stack just in case something happens. There's only like 5 runs scored here. Another popular stack, Yankees versus Harvey. I mean, these dudes, man, they're hurting, man. Judge is out. They don't have much going on for them right now. They got a lot of AAA guys that have been called up, but I do like a lot of lefties here against Matt Harvey. Harvey does struggle this year against lefties. So as I mentioned there, I think that's Talkman. I think that's how you say it. Ford and Gardner. Those are the 3 that I'm looking at. But like I said, really like some lefties against them. If you want to go that way, really don't mind a couple righty bats, but I'm for sure going to stack lefties and then see how we do. So Torres, like I said, LeMahieu, some of those guys. If you're going, some righty bats there. So Clint Frazier could be half decent a while. He's been looking pretty good this year as well. So Yankee stack for sure against Harvey. Not the best place to hit, but still, it's the Angels and their bullpen is just trash. So really don't mind some Yankees here tonight. My GPP stack here is the A's versus Mike Minor. Minor looking really good this year so far. A's do kill lefties, so we'll have to see how it goes. Maybe Minor's luck runs out here against Oakland. So if you're doing GPP, I definitely don't mind Oakland here. If you don't play them in cash, I mean, you got Coors and you got the Yankees if you're playing cash. But GPP, don't mind some Oakland guys. Chris Davis, Matt Chapman, Piscotty. I put Chapman in there twice. But, yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Like I said, some righties for sure. against Mike Minor. Let's see who else we're looking at. If you're going DraftKings, you can look at Josh Fegley. Yeah, Marcus Simeon. I forgot to mention him. So Piscotty, Davis, Simeon, and Chapman are probably the four that I'm really looking at in GPP only. You can look at Grossman as well. So that's kind of what I am looking at there. So Musgrove is probably my cash play, Keller, and then Chirinos, and then Godley in a GPP. Stacks, obviously, very chalky with the White Sox. A lot of people are going to have them. Colorado, really chalky. Yankees, chalky. So we'll have to see. I don't mind mixing in all these guys in a couple lineups and see what you get. So that is kind of it. Like I said, if you guys like that format a little more than the other one, leave a like. Like I said, I know not a lot of you guys really watch it, but the ones that do watch it, if you like this format more, leave a like so I know if you guys want me to do it going forward or not. So that is mostly it, guys. As normal, if you want to get in on MLB, let us know. For FanDuel or DraftKings, $10 a week separately for each one of those. To get in, check out our Twitter in the comment section below. So that is it. Hopefully, you guys all have a pretty good Monday. Like I said, watch the New York Mets and the Boston game for weather, and then you should be set to go. All right, guys. See you guys all here tomorrow.